simple network with three networks and with a LAN and a WLAN or the wireless local area network. First, let us have a recap about the terms that we will encounter in this network. So we have the ARP. So the function of the ARP, it finds the hardware addresses, also known as the media access control addresses. Now we have the PD or the protocol data unit. So basically, this is the information of data that is transferred over a network. Now we have an OSI. The OSI is responsible for the communication between any two network systems. The OSI has 7 layers: the physical layer, the data link layer, the network layer, the transport layer, the session layer, the presentation layer, and the application layer. Now we have the TCP/IP. So what is TCP/IP? TCP/IP means the Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, and it is used to interconnect network devices on the internet. This can also be used in protocol as communication protocol in a private network. Now we have the addressing schemes. The addressing schemes is what uh, it includes the subnet mask, subnetting, the IP addressing, and the other configurations. So now let's start on our network. So first we will select a router. Then, because we need to create three networks, we will be using the 2960 switch with our network 1, our network 2, and now we have a LAN. Now we need to have a wireless local area network. For this, we will be using a home router. Now we need our end devices. For our network 1, we will be using a PC, two PCs. Let's use two PCs here, and the server. Let's put it here. For our network 2, we will do the same. Two PCs and one server. The servers will contain the DNS, FTP, email, and the DHCP. The PCs will be our end devices, and because we have a wireless router, we will have a wireless device, which is the laptop. Laptops can also be connected through LAN, but it is often used as a wireless device. Now we will connect them to each other. We will connect the second network to the router. I mean the switch to the PCs. Let's spread it so it would look so much cleaner. As Ethernet to as Ethernet. Now we will connect the laptops to our home router. To do this, we need to enable the laptop. To do this, we need to remove the let's turn the laptop off first and remove the module. Then select this module. Then turn it back on. So you can see it is now connected. Let us do this for the other laptop. Turn on off. Move this module and then put this module. I will wait for it to connect. turn it on. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't turn it on. Now, let's wait for it to connect. Now it's connected. Then we will need to connect it to the router. To bit Ethernet 1. Now that we have connected the cables, as you can see, you can you can see those red lights in this cable because the router is not yet configured. So now we have to configure the router. Enable. First, let's set a hostname for our router. Hostname, let's say our router name is R1. R1. Oh, sorry. We need to enter global configuration mode, then hostname R1. Then, if you want to put a password, enable secret. Our password for this one will be class. Okay, all of our password will be class. So it won't be confusing remembering password for this network because this is just an example network. Then uh ay it was secret class. Then exit to the again main console 0. Our password will be class login and line VTY 0 to 4. Enable password class again. Enter the enable password. Okay. Line VTY 0 to 4. Password class login exit. Now to configure now that we have okay now that we have set the passwords for our router, we will put a banner. This is the banner MOTD will serve as the message that will display when you first configure the router or when you first enter the command line interface in the router. So unauthorized access is not allowed. So you can see we have set the banner. Okay, let's see if it is now set. So you can see the first text that you will read here is the banner MOTD. And type in class enable class and then on terminal. Now what we need to do is to set IP addresses to the switches. First in interface could be 300. IP address will be 168.1.1. Address 192.168.1.1.255.0. Then no shutdown. Now we put the no shutdown because to enable the ports and to open the configuration. Now as you can see, the line in the interface gigabit 001 is now configuring. Then we will put an IP address to gigabit 01. 192.168.2.1. Ah, sorry. 192.168.2.1. 5.0. Then we'll shut down. And now for the 0, 2, we will put an IP address is 8.2 3.155.0. Now shut down. Now let's see if show running configuration. Now as you can see, the enabled password has the class decrypted or in plain text. So what we're trying to do here is to encrypt those passwords so that it won't display in plain text. So let's go to the global configuration mode again, then type service password encryption. Now what it does is it encrypts our password. Now the copy running -config setup -config command is used to save the configurations. Okay. Now that we have successfully configured our router, let us first group our networks so it would look cleaner than what you see here right now. To do this, go here, then select the fill color. Should be our network 1. This is our network 2. Our network and our network 3 will be color yellow. And now we will assign names to our node. The note here is optional, but I am just doing this to be organized. Okay, so let us do that later when we configure it. Okay, so our network 1, let us label this as network 1. Then this one will be network 2, network 2, network 3. Now you always have the option to have separate servers for the DNS, the FTP, the email, and the DHCP. But for our network, we will just be using this these two servers. Now let us rename this as the DHCP, because we have four requirements. We will include two in one server. So this will be the DHCP and email. The server will be the DNS and FTP. Now we're going to configure the DNS and FTP. Go to the IP configuration, and for this we will put in 192.168.2.2 254. Default gateway will be the switch's IP address, which is 192.168.2.1. Now the DNS server, because this is our DNS server, so we will use its IP address 192.168.2.25 or okay. Now we will configure the DHCP and email server. Go to desktop IP configuration. The IP address will be 1.1.254. The subnet mask will be automatic. The default gateway will be the switch's IP address 0.1.1. The DNS server is the IP address of this server, DNS and FTP server, which is 192.168.2.254. Okay. Now let us configure the DHCP and email and the DNS server. DHCP. There are boxes here, or radio boxes. The full name we will change it to whatever we want. So because we are making a server pool for our network 1, this would be the name would be network 1. The default gateway will be the IP address of the network 1 switch. DNS server will be 92.168.2.254. The IP address. Maximum number of users, let's say only 50. Then what we need to do is first set as oh my maximum number of users will be 50. Add, then for the network 2, 2.1, add network 3, 63, 3, and then add. Then turn it to on. Uh, and then turn it on. Now we are going to configure the DHCPs of our end devices. Okay, let's name it PC1, So what we're going to do here is to go to the IP configuration, DHCP. The DHCP request was successful. Then for the other PC, PC2, go to IP config, DHCP, successful. Now for our router 2, PC 3, desktop, IP configuration, DHCP. As you can see, the DHCP in here is fails. Let's try in the PC4. Go to IP config, DHCP. Okay, it failed again. So what the cause of this failure is because we have not yet added the DHCP here in the network 2. Now to configure our router with our IP addresses, now to configure our router for our DHCP for our network 2 and network 3, enable plus, then we will go to global configuration mode. After this, we need to type the interface gigabit 01, which is the network 2. Then IP helper address will be the IP address of our DNS and the DHCP, our DHCP. Now 22.1.254. This is the IP address of our DNS server. Then no shutdown. Then we will go to gigabit 02, which indicates our network 3. Then input IP helper address 92.168.1.254. Then no shutdown. Then exit again. Now you will input or you will save your configuration, config startup config. Don't forget to save your configuration every time. Okay, let's see. Now the DHCP request was successful. Let's see for the PC4. This is now successful. For our laptops, let's see. DHCP, okay. Successful for our laptop. Successful. Now let's proceed to the FTP. Okay, so go to FTP, then remove this one. So we need to set a username. For example, my name or no use one, me one password. Let's use the same password that first. Let's check all of this and add me to plus add add another one, new three, add, so I'll check. Okay, let's go to the command prompt. First, let us double check our IP address. This is our IP address of the DNS and FTP server. Let's go to one PC here. Then, first let's create a text editor. Let's say hotdog. Save. Your name is as hotdog.txt. Hey, now we are going to open a directory. So you can see here, this is our text file that we created. So let us ftp ftp and then 192.168.2.254. Trying to connect a username, example me1, and class tp. Then we will look at the directory again. The in order for our file to be included in this list, need to put then the file name hotdog.txt, file transfer in progress, transfer complete, 6 byte copied in 0.039 seconds. Now let's confirm if it is now there. Now let's find where that here. Now let's add another text. Say I love you. Then close it, save it, ILY. Okay. Then go to command prompt again. Then go to directory. I cannot see the file that I have created, but let us put ILY.txt. Transfer complete. Then, so you can see the two files that I have created is now included in this directory. Now let us proceed to the email. The email is very simple to configure. Now, the domain name, when we say the domain name, these are the name of the sites that we're visiting. For example, yahoo.com, the gmail.com, and msn.com. So we will do the same here, except we will make our own domain name. For example, abcde.com. Don't forget the .com. The user, we will have two users only. The first is the user user 1. Let's say for example, or admin 1 to the then the password will be class again. Add this. Then another admin 2. Then password is class. Okay, it's now set. Now let's try assigning PC1. For example, your name is admin1. The email address will be admin1, your name, or the username we have created earlier, and plus the domain name, which is abcde.com. Incoming mail server from 192.168.1.254. Then 19. Okay, we are setting this because this is the IP address of our email server. 168.1.254 admin 1, and our password will be plus. Okay, save. Let's add the laptop email. Your name is admin2. Then my email address will be admin2 at abcde.com. Incoming mail server 68.1.254. Then the outgoing mail server will be the same. Copy. Then paste admin2 or password flash. Save it. Okay, let us try to compose email if the LAN network will the end devices on the LAN will will be able to send messages to will be able to send email to the devices in the wireless LAN to admin2 at abcde.com. Okay, let us send uh, kumusta. Send. Okay, let us see if laptop 5 has received it. Ah, sorry. Email. No, the laptop 5 email received. Okay, so I have not yet sent the message. Compose. Let's try it again. Admin2 at fcd.com. Insta send. Bigger mail. Admin1. This is my save from subject. Save. Okay. Let's see. There haven't been any email yet, so let us still configure or let us see where we went wrong in this. Okay, so let's set up another email. Let's add another one, admin3 plus. Okay, let's add that. And it will be the PC2 email, admin3. The email will be admin3 at abcde.com. Primary service from 198.1.254. Copy that, paste, admin3 plus save. Okay, let's try composing an email to admin1 at abcde.com. Insta send post. Okay, send. See if PC1 received it. Okay, so now as you can see, the PC1 or the admin3 received its message. So let's apply. Kumusta? Ayos lang. Send. Let's see if C2 received the email. See, there's the reply. Okay. Now let's do the telnet and the SSH. Go to the command prompt. Then type in telnet then 192, 192.168.1.1. Input the IP address of the default gateway. Then our password for our default gateway. Then enable. Then enter the global configuration mode. Then IP domain name. Let's take the DNS name, the DNS we created earlier. .net. Okay, now we're going to do a encryption. What we're gonna do is type crypto key generate RSA to 2025. So we're gonna set a three. Okay, let's set 530 20 only. 520 generate will be non-exportable. And then now we're going to set a username. Uh, say for example my username is user, and then privilege. Let's set the privilege to be 20. Then password is class. Right, class. This is enabled. This is exclusion 2. Detected by username, user, privilege. Let's set class. Okay, it's good. Then now we're going to privilege. Oh, now we're going to input the line DTY, then 04 login local transport stage, then cheat again. Okay, then next again. So now we are going to enter the SSH. Okay, the password. Authorized access not allowed. Then